Nation, sanibona bafethu. Ngithi nje ukunamukela back go football trends with the QP. We do have some updates, something that you guys need to know about, especially when it comes to the club. So yeah, I know this might be shocking to most of you, but it is something that I feel like I've seen it a long time ago. So as of yet, njengoba ngikhuluma nawe Mbukele Bekhaya, there is, remember, we have signed the coach, Fernando de Cruz, who's coming in, obviously, for this coming season. And what Lokiana, but at the end of the day, what we do know is the fact that he is the new head coach of the Kaizer Chiefs. And it's a direction that Kaizer Chiefs decided to go for. I feel like it makes sense. Ngizwile some of your opinions, speaking in terms of Absalom Wadu, because Absalom Wadu was not known anywhere. He did not win anything. But first season with the Orlando Pirates, he managed to win the league and also the trophies, which is something that I've spoken to you about back then. Guys, do you think coaches are bad coaches, or it depends on the kind of squad that they do have and the kind of system that is working for the club? I've made an example with Mangoba Mngeti to say Mangoba Mngeti at Sundowns did not lose any games. But manje Lago Lemon Corenville Arrows, he has been losing left, right, and center. So does that make him a bad or a good coach? But now, speaking in terms of the new head coach who's coming in, Fernando de Cruz, I know there might be talks to yes, we will wait for the official announcement of Kaizer Chiefs, but it only makes sense with him. Fernando de Cruz has signed in Bashilo Mickey Jr. Mickey Jr. has no reason to lie. The reason why I'm saying this is because previously or last year, or the time that we signed Coach Nazuddin Nabi, was it last year? I think it was last year or last year. When we signed Coach Nazuddin Nabi, Omiki Jr. was the first one to say Fernando de Cruz and Abu Nabi have joined Kaizer Chiefs. And most people or most reporters took time to report in terms of that. But then also, when he was about to leave Fernando de Cruz, Mickey Jr. said there's offers and there's a club that has approached Kaizer Chiefs to sign of Fernando de Cruz for a national duty, which we thought is not going to happen. I even talked about it. I said, guys, what I do know is the fact that the coach is still part of Kaizer Chiefs. Yes, officially, he was let go off with announcements, but Bogoti, they did terminate a contract. That is something that we do not know entirely. So probably he's still under contract. But with that being said, right now, Mickey Jr. has just said, there will be, 2 to 3 South African people who will be joining Coach Lapana or Fernando Cruz. And amongst those people, as I've said earlier on, or as I've suspected, that Dylan Shepard will be that one of those people that will be joining him. So yeah, now I have confirmation, guys, with it. Definitely Dylan Shepard will be part of the technical crew. Coach Fernando de Cruz. So yes, I know, guys, we're still waiting for official announcement, but one thing I can say is Mickey Jr. has no reason to lie. If you've been following me, you know that I'm not very fond of how Mickey Jr. tends to do certain things, but right now everything that he has spoken about has come to light, and it is true. Even Nendabaguti, Fernando de Cruz, who's a South African, and he was the one who talked about that, and most people did not believe. Even now, I'm not going to dispute anything from that fact. But now, what I do want us to look at, yes, Dylan Shepard is coming in. I know it's going to be incredible for youngsters, young players like Mfundo Vilagazi, Mduduzi Shabalala, even though Mduduzi, I feel like he's no longer young, but same as Ngozi. Those players, they are old now, but I do know from your perspective, you guys probably are still saying, these are young players, these are young stars. Young stars currently that we do have, it was Aiden McCarthy before Manje Ahambile. Guys, Aiden McCarthy is gone. He's not even in the country, according to our reports. He's gone. He's going to finalize his deal with that club, Isaba FK Yangale, Azerbaijan, which is good. Definitely, big ups to him. But we do have young stars like Kolani Kosa, which we've spoken about yesterday, which he will be coming in, and Kaizer Chiefs are looking to try and introduce him to that position, even though we do know he will be competing with the likes of Rashwin Dodley, Zita Kwinika, Eden McCarthy is gone, but being said, Bafetu, come on. Hey, guys, abang phone. I don't know what's going on with the network, but anyways, it's fine. So, there's this guy where I've been looking at the stories about, the players that we currently have. Most of you are not happy with Talapana, Kaizer Mayo. Yes, Kaizer Mayo joined us. He has managed to score just 2 goals. I'm not sure if I'm assist, but this season alone, or last season, not this season, because the season has already concluded. Last season, he has only managed to score just 2 goals, and we're expecting a lot more from Kaizer Mayo. So right now, with the loan spell coming to an end, you guys are saying Kaizer Chiefs should not keep him, but we should let go of him and sign Ulangelihle Pili or Pili, but I think it's Pili. So with Ulangelihle Pili, please do correct me, guys, if it's Pili or Pili. Comment lapho. But then with Ulangelihle Pili, he is a winger, guys. So for me, I feel like it makes sense that we sign him and we let go of Opulemodi. Not to say we are signing Opili because we want to replace Kaizer Mayo. Kaizer Mayo, as much as he is a winger, he's mostly a centre forward. He's been played as a centre forward for the longest time, and I feel like he's not given us much in terms of the centre forward position. Uma wings na corner. He has not been introduced as often as we might have hoped because there was Lilepo, so it was a bit of a tight competition. Lilepo, Mfundo Vilakazi, even Gaston Sereno sometimes, so it was a bit difficult for Kaizer Mayo to be there and play on that position. But other than that, Nyanizo Wafetu, Langalehle Pili from Eastern Bosch FC, I do agree that is a good player, incredible player. Also, don't forget, there's another centre forward or a winger, I meant to say, who plays for Golden Arrows. So between the two, Usianda Ndlovu, guys, is a winger. Usianda Ndlovu is a winger. So between the two, who do you think should be signed by the club? Because if we let go of Pulemodi, that means we have a gap now that we need to fill. So do think about that and let me know in the comments. What do you think between Langelihle and Usianda that should be coming for this position? I do know if I were to bet Imaliami Ilapago Orlando Pirates, they might win all the signings that we are looking at, Tina, because at the end of the day, it's Katinasninge, we do not win that race. We never have won that race. As Katinasninge, we win only if there's free agents involved. But in terms of negotiations, it's a bit difficult for us. Sometimes it depends on whether the club likes us or not, but for now, all I can say is between those two players, please do let me know what do you think is the most suited for the job. And also remember, there's a possibility of Maccabi Lilepo not being with us next season, even though there's nothing official confirming it. But one thing I can say is Kaizer Chiefs has taught me that there's no smoke without fire. There's always something that is burning. I just hope about Shisi Kish, because we need that Kish to cook, So let me quickly jump to your comments, guys. By the way, please don't forget to like the video. Thank you so much. Now I'm jumping to your comments. I do have Timbelihle Boto says, Ola QP, why the scouts of our club Kaizer Chiefs are so slow? The reason is, look at that boy, Tetelele from Stellis is going to Pirates while we need him in that middle field. Well, in terms of that, all I can say is we can blame the scout, but a scout umsebenzi wayo ukuscout ama players, recommend those players and say, okay, you want a player, this is the kind of player that I think could fit in the style of play Kaizer Chiefs, but he doesn't have the power to say, I want us to sign this player. So as much as Utara Maliwa can be doing his job exceptionally well, he doesn't have the power to say, okay, this is the guy that we need to sign. But then if the club decides, we don't want to sign that player, then there's nothing more he can do. He has adjusted, he has done his job, but then Kaizer Chiefs will say, look for someone else or look for an alternative or someone maybe cheaper because maybe things aren't going very well in terms of that. So yeah, don't blame the scout, blame the management. Tara Maliwa has been working at Sundowns for the longest time. He has brought in incredible players. Why is it difficult for him to do the same here at Kaizer Chiefs? Think about that. Timelihle again, Chiefs must get Mkokolo, Undlovu, Umayema, Umayele, Ohatebe from Amazulu, and Opilane, the aviator. I hear you, but at the end of the day, they should decide. Because, yabo, we are suggesting, same as you, we are suggesting, but Kaizer Chiefs, they have the final say. They decide what needs to be done. Kaizer Chiefs, I don't know who Kaizer Chiefs is. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for being here. Tsambelihle. Mbule called us Lolam too to bega manje. Well, with Mbule, it makes sense. Hence, I said, I feel like Kulebogang Maboe should be ahead of Mbule when it comes to the national team, which he was selected and I was happy about that. But then Umatala decided to drop him. But other than that, no, I feel like this is good. This is good. Mbule is way older. It's time. Because at the end of the day, you can't play football until you Matala. You have to understand at some point, it's going to catch up to you. The age does, and it always does. So it's going to catch up to you, and you need to make sure that you leave. But I do hear there's someone who's interested in signing him currently. So maybe he won't stay without the club for the longest time. Umbule, Master Chef, Ashayujwala. And then Ashley, Ola QB, I think that boy who plays at TS Galaxy, he will be fine. Who is that boy, Buffett, who plays for TS Galaxy? Please do let me know in the comments. Innocent, Sereno, Mateo Vuma, Solomon Twari, Tetra, Modi, Shinga, Marco Morris, all those players must live. Ushu Innocent, Kumalo. Sereno, there's a possibility he will live. Mateo, I don't think Bazomiega because he's injured. Vuma, maybe Nai Bazomiega. Solomon's possible Nai Bazomiega. Untwari, contract runs up until late, so he's still here, 2028, I believe. Umthethwa naye bangamiyeka, but I don't think so. Pule Modi, because ngizile kuthiwa umthethwa, but I don't know, but something that has to do with contract. And then there's Umodi naye, I think bazomiyeka. Ushinga uqeda ukusayina manje ngasekudala. I don't think he's going anywhere. Umarco naye, I don't think he's going anywhere. Even Morris is not going anywhere unless they are being loaned out. And then Kaizer Chiefs, when is Kaizer Chiefs coach coming? Kaizer Chiefs coach is already there. For me, it's just a matter of time until they announce. But we did hear Utibazum announcing a 5 between the dates of 5 the 5th until around the 8th. So Sabona Lap. Solane, Dube, Shokubi, we must sign that Cisse boy or Ibrahim for our number 6 role. Usise, I definitely agree with you. But Usise, personally, he wants to go to Europe. So that is also something that we need to take into consideration. So far, there is a club that is interested in him, and it's a European club. So chances are he might opt for that for that opportunity rather than to come to Kaizer Chiefs. That is a good possibility that we also need to look at. But there is interest from both Kaizer Chiefs, Orlando Pirates, maybe even Sundowns. And then do me, guys, stop saying the Crews have signed for Chiefs. Let's wait for the club to announce their coach is still a candidate. It's fine. We can wait. But at the end of the day, you will be here. Do you remember when you guys said, Una Bagaka signed, let's wait for Kaizer Chiefs to announce? It's the same thing. But it's fine. I do agree with you. Let's wait for the club to make the official announcement. I'm just not sure if they will want to announce with the players or Bazo announcer Maduze. Hopefully very soon, because Omeke did say around the 5 to A8. Let's hope they will do so, because they should announce the coach before going to preseason. Aibam announces preseason. The new season. No, guys, please like the video if you are still here and watching. Hey, siyanini ku preseason. I think ku preseason siya before around 9 I will check the dates and confirm with you guys. I will make sure that I update you later on when I do the second video. Blessing, Ashley, Mahlambe, Tembelihle, thanks for the update. QB, blessing, Sianin go precision. I will check and come back with you guys. So, fishing must go to Kaizer Chiefs. What is fishing? I'm confused. Sure, bruh. Guys, can we talk? Our team doesn't mind what their fans, what we want, the management don't do. Okay. Nyaguza, what you're trying to say, Thomas, is we can talk and talk, but at the end of the day, the club decides, which is something that I was saying already. So yeah, Tina, we can talk, we can say this, we can say that, we can even talk about Sofiston Maele. But Kaizer Chiefs, I don't think they will opt for Maele. I think they will go for someone else. So let's wait and see. Yes, I do know Mazola said Uda Cruz as still a candidate, but at the end of the day, let's wait for the announcement. This is also. All QP, as Chiefs fans, we just have to accept that the best Chiefs can achieve is being part of top 8 and lower our higher expectations to avoid plans or pains. Our management is the problem. Thank you. I'm happy. We do recognize. Is Ruben Silva joining Kaizer Chiefs from Brazil? Nope, that is not true. Angazi ibuya blendaba, but that is not true. Guys, let's talk later on. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to like the video. Subscribe if